Social Welfare Minister Paul Lingda on Monday reviewed the ongoing initiatives of the state's Social Welfare Department, shedding light on key operations and challenges. At the Directorate, the Women and Child Development Control Room of the Child Helpline and 181 Women Helpline was also inaugurated. The Social Welfare Minister was joined by the Director, Directorate of Social Welfare, C.D. Lingwa. Speaking to the press, the Social Welfare Minister praised the department's efforts, particularly noting a 90% success rate in resolving cases reported to the Child Helpline. He also stressed the importance of increasing awareness among women, urging them to report incidents of domestic violence and abuse via helplines rather than suffering in silence. The minister also acknowledged that additional funding, estimated at Rs 600 crores, is urgently needed to improve infrastructure and working conditions of the Directorate of Social Welfare.
As you can see for yourself, we have highly tech-savvy young boys and girls handling cases on a daily basis. Cases of complaint for both child helpline and women helpline are done round the clock with 3 personnel manning for 8 hours shift continuously, and there is also space for the distressed callers, whether children or women, to even get accommodation when calls come in the middle of the night. They have to be picked up by women helpers, women police, because we make sure that the male police do not handle such cases because of the sensitivity of the matters. And also, I'm happy to see that the success rate, like in the child helpline cell, I noticed that the success rate is about 90%. Cases have been resolved, and also that the various districts, information from various districts are updated round the clock across the dashboard, and this information will now be also integrated with my office in the secretariat, so that the information keeps flowing minute by minute. The other part of the purpose of my visit here is also to take a review of the functioning of the Directorate, the funding position, what kind of intervention is required on the part of the state. Certain matters will also have to be taken to the cabinet. Certain matters will also have to be taken to the 5 ministries dealing with our department here in Meghalaya. So I thank the members of the media, and I'd like to emphasize here that not everything that is happening in Meghalaya is negative. There is a lot of positivity. There is a lot of highly motivated young men and women working tirelessly to serve society, and it's an incredible story when you hear that women facing domestic violence, for instance, get immediate attention and succor and support from our intervention as a department. We have now increased our interaction with the various social groups, women organizations, and through the media, I would also like to encourage women to come forward. We now have helplines which are attended to round the clock, and therefore there should be nothing that would stop such women from getting in touch with us, and we will certainly address their problems. But it is also a societal issue where our mindset tends to be that you push things under the carpet, and when that happens, we are helpless. Therefore, we would encourage, because we have the women organizations, Senkanthay, in all areas, all localities throughout Meghalaya. Those societies should come forward. We are ready to partner with them. We are ready to support any initiative which is aimed at sensitizing women and children on their need to come forward, because the law of the land has to prevail, and we will ensure justice. But if they do not come forward, then our hands are also tied. See, as I said, we will need to further strengthen the department, ensure that where cases take longer than they should take, those will be corrected. And once we integrate their information system with the Secretariat, I will be in a position to see the data flowing on a daily basis, and we can then take corrective measures. I think one reason you have to realize is that this is, in terms of population, it is the biggest district, consisting of also of the state capital, which has a large population, and also is uh, has a lot of migrant population, as well as students drawn from various parts of the country studying here. That adds to the total number of people involved. And also, Shillong being a transit point, a lot of people stay over before they move on to, say, Silchar or Mizoram. So that adds to the complexity of the cases.
Minister Sir Paul Ingdor has visited the Directorate of Social Welfare today. We have a strength of about 75 personnel in the office, and that is exclusive of the Women Helpline and the Child Helpline. The Child Helpline falls under Mission Vatsalya, which means a mother nurturing care for the children. So on the Child Helpline, we have cases that comes in for children below 18 years. And so in Social Welfare Department, we are giving employment to 700 employees, and that is our young boys and girls who also are postgraduates in different districts. So here in the headquarters, we have about 12, and then in the district another 10 through the intervention in one-stop centers when we have cases and they report to us, and they're taken care of by the paramedical, by the counselors, by the caretakers, and these are the interventions we are doing. And here we have the Women Shakti. Any cases which are against women, for the cause of the women, when we have any urgent calls or distress calls, it's handled by, again, our women team for women above 19 years. So for this, we have 600, we are giving employment to 600 personnel again across the district. And here we have about 10, and in the district, another 12. And we do have 2 men data entry operators also. And you have just checked it. You've checked and you've seen the kind of cases that come, the different definitions of violations, abuse, or any case against women. Yes. So now we have found out that through ECD mission, the Meghalaya Early Childhood Development Mission. So if you would remember, Honorable Minister also had been present last year in Windermere when we had those programs with Sesame, and during that time, Early Childhood Development Mission comes because in Meghalaya, you have to understand, we just found out the recent studies also as per our data. In the rural areas, in 1 room or 2 rooms, we have about 9 inhabitants. That would include the father, then the absent father, the mother who gives birth to 7 kids or 8 kids. So abuse happens when an uncle or a neighbor takes care when the mother go out for a daily wage. It's happening. So these abuse, the reports of abuse comes from socio-economically weaker sections of the society. To address this, so we have now, even right now, we have some of those young girls who are our consultants, who are working on nutrition, who are working on sensitization, who are working on the importance of 1,000 days for the baby to be attended to. So the mother does not know, is pregnant with another child when the child is 1 year old. And this is where it opened cases for child abuse. And the reports do come in from relatives who do see these problems. So you could understand that. And then for you to know also, Social Welfare Department is covered by 5 ministries. One of them is the Integrated Child Development Scheme. And for this, we are reaching out to 5 lakh beneficiaries in our state. So 3 lakhs will be our children, 1 lakh plus will be our adolescent girls, and then we have the lactating mothers who are below the socio-economic index. So this is where our 70 staff that we have here are also catering to that situation. So it's kind of a robust kind of machine working out here, and that is what we are doing. And so this is where we need a lot of sensitization is happening, awareness. Just last week, through the Women Hub, so we have a Women Hub. It's called the Women Hub for Empowerment of Women. We, through Sir, he sanctioned about 89 lakhs, which have gone to all our districts, and every district has had their own district social welfare officer as the chief guest in the celebration of International Day of the Girl Child. It was for 11 days from 2nd to 11th of October. In the month of November, catering to these 5 lakhs, we've had the Nutrition Month, through where we had from the 1st of September to the 30th of September awareness program on how to, through the upliftment of our people through nutrition, so that we can address these other social issues. This has been going on for a month long.